So basically, when we hear the word dancing, it brings us a feeling of joy and energy. But in today's video, we are going to talk about a weird historical phenomenon when people lived in fear whenever they used to hear the word dancing. As bizarre as it may seem, but this is a true incident which dates back somewhere between the 15th and 16th century, when people all of a sudden got affected by a strange illness which drove them to dance to their death. So hello guys, this is Abhishek and welcome to my channel The Conspiracy Paradox. So without any further ado, let's roll the intro. In July 1518, on the western edge of the Holy Roman Empire, residents of the city of Strasbourg were struck by a sudden and seemingly uncontrollable urge to dance. It all started when a woman named Trophia started dancing uncontrollably through the streets of Strasbourg. So it may seem unbelievable, but she kept on dancing like this for days. And soon, 30 other people joined this manic dancing. Soon, within a month or two, this dancing epidemic started taking a serious turn and claimed as many as 400 victims within its grip. Many victims danced till they collapsed out of exhaustion, while others kept on dancing until they died out of stroke or heart attack. The officials of the city discussed this with the local physicians and somehow came with the conclusion that the affected people would only recover if they continued to dance uninterrupted. Which was really a weird idea if you ask me. Anyways, so a stage was constructed and professional dancers were brought in to join the victims. The town even hired professional band to provide backing music. But soon enough, the dance marathon started taking its toll, and many dancers started to faint and die from sheer exhaustion and heart attack. The city officials reapproached their previous conclusions and believed that the dancing was caused by the curse of Saint Vitus. So, the dancers were taken to the altar of Saint Vitus to pray for their salvation. And within a short period of time, people again started to regain control over their bodies. Which brings us to the question, what was the real reason behind this strange dancing epidemic? Many people came up with their theories, out of which the most prominent theory is that the victims suffered from ergot poisoning. During floods and other damp periods, ergots were able to grow and affect rye and other crops and produce a chemical related to LSD, which can cause terrifying hallucinations and convulsions. But it was very unlikely that sufferers could have danced for days without taking any pause or break. Just as improbable as the claim that the dancers were cursed, as it was clear to the observers that they did not want to be dancing. Another possible explanation is that the affected people were victims of mass psychogenic illness or mass hysteria. Again, a classic case is spirit possession, in which people act as if their souls have been taken over by a spirit or deity. US anthropologist Erica Berginen has written how being raised in an environment of belief in which spirit possession is taken seriously primes people to enter a dissociative mental state where normal consciousness is disabled. People at that time used to act according to the culturally prescribed ideas as how the possessed should behave. The curse of Saint Vitus is just the kind of supernaturalist belief that can drive the suggestible into dissociative states. So all it took was for a few of the devout and emotionally frail to believe Saint Vitus had them in his sights, which made them enter a trance state in which they felt impelled to dance for days. So in conclusion, few acts of such people could have been more conducive to triggering an all-out psychic epidemic. Fortunately, the 1518 dance epidemic was the last of its kind in Europe. In all likelihood, the possibility of further outbreaks declined along with the belief systems that had sustained them. Even today, this phenomenon doesn't have any satisfactory scientific explanation, as none of the theories explain the unbelievable stamina needed to dance for several days without stopping. Which brings us to the end of the video. So if you guys liked this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. So that's all for today. Signing off. Until next time.